right, welcome back to the Morning Blend with our pet project. Obesity in dogs can have serious health effects, even reducing their lifespan.
Yeah, Jill DeGrave is here from the Wisconsin Humane Society along with a friend to tell us what we can do to improve her health and our pet's health at home as well. Thanks for being here, Jill.
I want to say something. What is her name?
Trinity.
Trinity. I was at the Humane Society on Sunday for Be Kind to Animals.
Yes.
And Maddie was with me, my youngest, and she always wants to see the adoptable dogs. And we saw Trinity in her her area there. And she was just laying there and not moving, and her legs are so small. And we talked about how bad we felt about her. And she asked me, why is she so heavy? Well, how did she get so big? And I bet kids ask that question a lot when you see animals who it looks like they've been abused.
Yeah.
Because have they been overfed?
She clearly has been overfed, and you know, probably way too many table scraps and very little exercise, which really is the primary cause of obesity would be an unhealthy diet and a lack of exercise. And she weighs 75 pounds. This dog should be about 35.
So I was going to say 35 for a
And
little
Like
pause.
double her.
She's
more than
over
double
double
her body weight.
But let me tell you,
But she's happy,
inside
girl.
this chunky
Inside.
body is the sweetest dog you'd ever want to find. She's only like 3 years old. She was rolling on her back, letting people pet her belly, but she clearly, I mean, this is a risky obesity.
Don't jump.
Yeah, please don't jump.
Yeah, please don't jump.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy.
He weighed 120 pounds. My jaw dropped. Margot was picked up as a stray. I really jumped on the idea of fostering. We wanted her to lose at least 50 pounds.
Time for walkie walkie.
I didn't think she was always up for the challenge. Margot, whoop. She's turned into a dog. It's been 8 months since her weight loss journey began.
You have your final weigh-in today. The moment of truth.
And she surpassed that goal. I'm extremely proud of Margot.
I mean, I remember the day that we had to pick her up to foster her and saw her in her full glory. She was 63 pounds. It was kind of even worse than the picture. I said, I just want to try because with the right person, she could have a chance. So I took her home and I just started to figure out like what should she weigh and counting her calories and a complete weight loss program. I only had her maybe a week and we put her in the underwater treadmill. She walked about 5 steps and was like, nope, this is not happening. It really was a huge effort for Bertha to do anything. So I had to start getting creative with what I had available. So I filled my tank of the underwater treadmill and had her swim so that she just was doing some kind of exercise. And then after a couple tries, we were able to get her to start walking. So she'd walk for 2 minutes and then stop. So we'd give her a break and then she'd walk for 2 minutes, stop. When we first started, the life jacket that she wears didn't fasten around her. She was so big, I used a bungee cord to just keep it somewhat in place. So I'm like, I'm going to keep trying because I know someday this is going to fit. And the day I heard the snap of the life jacket, I cried. You know, because I knew, like, she was clearly losing a significant amount of weight.
Go, Bertha! Go, Bertha! Go, Bertha!
I remember we had just finished in the underwater treadmill, and she walked past me, and she sat down and actually scratched her ear. Something just so simple, so basic that a dog does every day. And yet she physically was unable to do that because of her weight. When I got her, she didn't even have that opportunity to do simple dog things. And now she does. She's just so happy to be a dog. Bertha's current weight is 29.6 pounds. Here we are a year and a half later, and she won me over, and I adopted her. Bertha got lucky, I got lucky because we met.
Throughout the years of Villalobos being located in New Orleans.
So you found a puppy? I did.
And getting dogs dropped off on a regular basis. They come in all sorts of conditions, different situations. I would like to think that it can't get any worse, that we've seen the absolute most horrific conditions that any particular dog comes to us in. Then a dog comes along in such horrific shape that it just literally knocks the wind out of you.
All right, baby, we got you.
All right, we're just gonna get a little tiny blood sample from her.
Just a little. Doing good. I know it's a lot, but you're gonna be better.
A dog that we named Alicia was dropped off at the rescue, and she is by far one of the worst, if not the worst, case we've ever had of a dog being emaciated. So it is essential that you get the dog into the vet immediately.
So obviously the biggest thing with her right now is her weight. Trying to get her to gain weight.
It was like, oh my God. It really touched home because it's just sad how people could just draw with a dog so easy. Just looking at Alicia, you could tell she was in a real bad situation. How many pounds she weigh?
Right now she's only 25 pounds.
25?
It was heartbreaking seeing how thin and malnourished Alicia was. She's definitely up there as far as one of the most emaciated dogs I've seen. She's probably about half of what her body weight should be. She does have a good amount of parasites, okay?
Right. Skin type.
No, in her stomach.
In the stomach.
She was anemic because of internal parasites that she had that were basically sucking up her blood from inside of her intestines. So we dewormed her, and she's gonna go home on some additional dewormers as well.
All right, then.
When they're this emaciated, we have to be really careful with how we refeed them. If we give them all the food in the world, they can actually make themselves a lot sicker. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is actually feed her puppy food, but in very small amounts, frequently throughout the day.
Oh, just like a puppy, basically.
Yeah, to try to work her back into the calories and the nutrients.
Yeah.
It normally takes weeks to months to really get them on a normal feeding schedule. I go very, very slow and gradually introduce larger meals at a time.
Look at that tail. Look,
I know.
She's still happy, though.
We're gonna get you fattened up, okay?
That's a man.
Even though she's in bad shape right now, she's such a sweet girl.
Yep.
All right, thank you for that. And we'll see you in a week.
Yep, see you in a week, and we'll reweigh her, see what kind of progress she's made, and make any adjustment to her feeding plan then.
All right.
Okay?
All right, thank you for working
Thank you
with us
guys.
and getting
Thank you
your
guys for
babies
taking
straight.
care of her.
Pit Bull is a very strong breed. My favorite thing to say is if you fight with them, they're gonna fight for you. So, you know, we're gonna fight with her, and she gonna fight for us to get back healthy and to put all that loving on us.
There you go, you got it, my baby? Come on, my little girl, good job.
Because I'm more than sure she's gonna be one of the best.
Oh, I know it'd be hard when you look at an animal like this.
Show 'em about her.
with the little joints. And by her little joints, we gotta put some the little creams on it.
We got her in a nice, quiet location.
But yeah, if y'all don't mind, but puppy food, all she getting is puppy food right now, because it'll have like the stuff that she need to kind of rebuild her body back up, so to speak. It's good. Come on, mama.
And all we need for the guys to do over there is give her plenty loving, feed her as instructed, and just get this dog stronger every day.
You good? Good girl, my baby. That tastes good?
She need all the loving she can get. She a sweet girl.
We'll get you a little more later, okay?
Yeah, she tearing that up. She ain't stopping. She has been eating real good, but if she's not picking up any weight within a week, we know we need to get her to the vet. But as of right now, we just gonna give her some time to settle in.
I'll be okay. You'll be good for them, okay? So you're gonna take care of you.
Bye, Alicia.
Hey, my mama. Hey, girl. How you doing, my baby?
So today is her day to go back to the vet to get her checkup and see if she done picked up some weight.
Good. My little spunker. She come out all spunky.
You can't tell from the naked eye just looking at her that she done gained any weight, even though she's eating real good.
There we go.
Hey, girl.
Hey, mama. Well, she on a mission.
This skinny mini. Oh, let me in you.
I just see she got a little pep in her step, so that's a good sign. You know, she coming around, but I just was hoping she gained a little something.
Hey.
You got 2 boys.
How's she been doing?
Oh.
Look at her getting all this love.
You got 2 boys on.
Yeah, you kind of stepped into.
What's up,
How's
dog?
she been doing?
She hanging in there.
Okay, great. So Alicia came in an emaciated state. She's obviously very, very thin, doesn't have a lot of muscle on her. She did have some internal parasites, and she also is heartworm positive. So I think that was a big part of why she was unable to gain weight before, coming in to see me. Any concerns with her? Any problems so far?
No, not that we know.
Perfect.
We just need this skin to pop out over these ribs. You getting there.
I know it's hard. I know she's been probably really hungry, wanting more and more food. She's done really well since I've seen her last. We're slowly refeeding her and introducing calories at a controlled, sustained rate. So good. It sounds like you guys are doing good work. Let's just keep that up. It looks like she's already gained about 6 pounds.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Man, so somebody doing something right.
Yeah, she's doing great. So she's gained about 6 pounds, so that's already a big jump for her. So it's kind of hard to see right now, but she has been gaining weight. We got to be gradual with it. We're still going to do a really gradual increase to the feeding, and then we'll recheck her again and see if she can keep getting more and more food.
A dog her size, she should round out about 50 to 55 pounds. But we still got a long road ahead. Look, she ready. She like, oh, she be out of here.
Baby girl, look how beautiful this girl looking.
She done filled out a lot, huh?
Hell yeah. Alicia was a little girl dropped off to us in a bad condition.
Hey, my mom.
Really emaciated. She was weighing 25 pounds. And we've been working hard to get her back up to par. We gotta square you real quick, okay? All right, come on, baby. Let's go.
Come here, man.
Now she's looking so beautiful and came a long ways. Just anxious to see how she's gonna weigh up. She doing good. Good girl. She know.
What?
40.
What?
43.
44. 44.
You giving her 44?
44. Out the door.
Baby, so good,
man. She done almost gained 20 some more pounds. She done almost double her weight in a couple of weeks. It was real exciting to see.
Just like make everything, worth it. To me, what you got is a dog that been through some things we probably couldn't even imagine.
Oh, yeah? Now you want to give me some? You my friend.
And to see her bloom like that, man, it's just the best feeling in the world,
Hey, people. I don't know about dog people. Trying to get this dog right. I can teach y'all something, you know what I'm saying? A little something. Stay tuned. Trying to get this booger, these little circles here.
You have to Google how to draw a stick figure dog. Stay tuned.
It's working though. Look, I'm about to teach y'all something. It's gonna be good. Here with Fit Bully TV people. Hopefully you like my dog. I could do better. I could do better. Now, a friend of mine called and asked a very, very good question. And unfortunately, she got put in a pretty unique situation and not the best. But I'm doing this because it sounds like there are other dogs out there that are suffering as well. When I say suffering, if ever you find a dog that has been starved, seeing bones, it doesn't have the calories it needs, it's been left alone, it's been abandoned. From my understanding, there have unfortunately been cases of bullies being left in bad environments, abandoned, starved, basically abused. So she said, "Hey Trev, what should I give him? What are some things that I should do?" And I said, "Whatever you do, don't go back to heavy meats." She said, small meals throughout the day. I said, absolutely. Now here's the thing. Whenever you get into a state of starvation, the body is not going to read nutrition. It's going to read substance and just calories. We just need food. So if you put in bad food, what ends up happening? The dog is going to have blowouts. It's going to struggle, liable to vomit, and basically ruin your house if you're the one nursing that dog back to life. So don't go and do a bunch of organs. No organ meat objectively at first, because the organs have been stressed. So key to really building the dog's gut back up and making sure that it has the nutrients it needs is fiber. Two things that are fibrous, probiotic, prebiotics, definitely pumpkin. I would start with chicken legs, chicken wings, those are some of my favorites, and blueberries, and the dog is probably going to enjoy them frozen. And that's just to get the dog back into its groove. When wolves have not eaten in a couple weeks, they will go back to old carcasses because bones provide satiety. Satiety is this. I'm drinking some Coke right now. I haven't had much to eat. Matter of fact, I haven't had anything to eat but a cup of coffee earlier. So when you drink coffee, or let's say you get real hungry, you drink a cup of milk, all of a sudden you feel a little less hungry, right? All the little acid in Coke and pop, we call it pop, y'all soda people, whatever it is, I would say pop, you can't see. When we drink pop and we get satiated, it's because of the sugar and that little pop, 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 that carbonation. It fills your stomach up with air, so you feel a little bit relief, right? Don't mean you're not hungry, because if somebody was cooking some chicken right now, I could eat a meal. But point is this, when the dog has been starving, you build its gut up and its diet back slowly but surely by adding what? Definitely want to make sure the meal's rooted in fiber. If you're using raw, I would use chicken legs or chicken wings. Make sure that there's pumpkin in there. Why? Because pumpkin has one of the most important vitamins, A. You remember when we was kids, and they don't say it anymore, it's crazy, I don't hear it anymore, but an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and technically a green apple is better than a red apple. Vitamin A literally helps with muscle skeletal system. It helps with the muscle skeletal system, and even more importantly, it helps boost, build, and sustain your immunity. And in this case, the dogs normally, if any dog has been starving or struggling, its immunity is going to be a little down. The organs are going to be a little worked and stressed and not good. They're just not going to be good. So it's our job to slowly build them back up. So what does that meal look like? Again, I would do a chicken leg or chicken legs, depending on what size. I mean, you'd have to do the math on how many. Chicken legs, a can of pumpkin, and some blueberries. That would be the meal. So you can get a package of chicken legs. I just bought some from Costco for $9. Six rows, 3 rows, 6 rows totals, 4 to 5 in each one. Pack of those chicken legs, a can of pumpkin over those chicken legs, get some blueberry, and that, in my opinion, just based on research and basic science, would help slowly but surely get the dog back. The beauty about the bones in the chicken legs specifically, chicken legs have a good amount of bone, but they would be considered raw meat. If you go chicken thigh, a little more fat in there, and you want minimal to no fat. So this right here is a no. Minimal to no fat. And you say, well, fat's going to get the dog back. No. The dog needs to rebuild. So you want good, clean sources of protein with minimal fat in there so you can control the fat intake, because too much fat, even with a healthy dog, causes what? Inflammation and irritation, and then there's blowouts all over the place. And if you don't believe me, give your dog about 25 squirts in their mouth of any salmon oil by itself, or something that's super rich in fat. Matter of fact, give it a half a pound of Wagyu beef. You'll learn something about your dog real quick. So anywho, guys, I hate that this is going on. I felt compelled to put a little bit of this out there. This is what I would do if someone dropped the dog off. I saw its bone, it was starving. It hadn't had enough meals or any meals or barely any, like no food and no sustenance. I would start with some chicken legs. I'd give it one, see how it does. And you give it two, and you give it another one throughout the day. And then you turn around and say, you know what, now I'm gonna give them a chicken leg, a can of pumpkin, and some blueberries. And of course, a little water on top of it. And then eventually, once we get through week 2, I would then add some beef bone broth and all those other things that are on Pet Achievers Club if you're interested in getting a class on how to feed your dog nutritiously. Or, you know, what I would feed the dog, to say the least. And then my dog tools is where we have a lot of guides still for those that are interested in those. And again, I'm learning a lot about nutrition. We're learning things every day. We got more work to do. Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. If you're dealing with a starving dog, or you take on a dog that hasn't had its meals regulated or a consistency in their meals, to say the least, God bless you for one. You know, and I do hope that dog turns out okay. But you want to get that dog's stomach regulated quick. And I do mean quick, fast, and in a hurry. And you want to do that by making sure you don't cause any more stress on the stomach, okay? Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs, people.